Alright, Kingman, that was one from my last one that explained how I cut videos and how I put overlays. I had to cut a little bit of it because information was shown due to a call or whatever, but that was cut. So we're going to move on to the next thing. We're going to go to aspect radius. We're on the same thing, the same video that we used earlier. Why is aspect radius so important? I'm going to answer this because if you go over and you see aspect radius, the reason why this is so important is because if it's a video, then it's perfectly fine as is, but let's say you're trying to make it into a short, YouTube takes out about half the video size. So if you're seeing the video right now on the screen, I'm going to show you what it looks like. On screen, this is what you're seeing on a video, but YouTube's going to turn this into this, as you're looking at right now. It's going to zoom in and it's going to cut out a lot of the video. So how do I stop that? Well, you go to aspect radius, so you don't click on any video, you leave it blank as is. You go to aspect radius. Now, usually you want to do this at the beginning, because if you add overlays, it moves everything, or texts, which I'm going to show you to do texts here in a minute. Go over here. If you click TikTok, it makes it to the best short form you can, but I don't like using TikTok because you can tell by the top and bottom, the black on the bottom and top, it cuts out and makes it to where it's just that portion of the video. So I take the risks and I use the Instagram version because I know I'm going to lose a bit of the video by this, but depending on what I'm doing, it's probably the best choice. There's other forms that you could see. I mean, my suggestion is either TikTok or the Instagram version. You can tell them right here from each other. This changes the size of the video and what the video could be used for. I'm going to go back to normal. How do I add texts? You go over, and at the very start, just right here that you see, where it's just this, you got audio, text, effects. I'm going to go text, add text. We're going to write, we'll just write Ace for me. Not AVR. Ace. You can move it all where you want. Move it around. Place it wherever you want. We're going to add an effect, a template, what some people call it. A focus template right here. We'll add that one because it's free. There you go. We'll shrink it down. How do I change the color of it? Let's say I don't want it to be white. Go over, find styles in the selection. Then you're going to click what color you want. I'm going to go red. There we go. Now you should see this. Usually these, something like this is good for something like this is only good for a 3-second span usually. I'm going to turn the volume down for this because I did notice in the last video it was too loud. Turn this down. There we go. Now, like I'm saying, this is only good for a 3-second span. Let's say I wanted it longer and I don't want to have that effect. Go here, put down what you want again. We're going to do Ace again. There we go. Ace. There. Let's say I wanted an animation for it to pop up how I want it to show up. Well, you have intro, so in means in, out means out, loop means that it loops through it the whole time you have it. We're going to do throw out, and we want that to be a duration of 1 second. So the duration does matter because if you put it 2 seconds, it procrastinates the effect. If I do half a second, it speeds it pretty far up. Put that here. We'll expand how long I want it. We'll put another animation for out. Let's see. We'll go to outs. All I'm using is free, so we'll do this one about 3/4 almost. Oh, So you have intro, and then you have outro for a text. You can write text as long as you want, and as much as you want. So far, as much as you want. You can zoom in, zoom out, angle it. That is the basics of that. Now let's get to music. You go to the main page, you see a thing called audio. Extract means you extract from the video you have on your device. We're not going to do that because I don't want to go through those. I have music downloaded. So you go to sounds. Sounds, the soundboards, they give you some free ones, but I download. So go here, you go to device. We're going to do Bad Karma. You can move this audio wherever you want on the device. So we can make it to where it starts at the beginning and you just listen. Boom. That's how you do that effect to add music for the starting of a video or throughout the video. Let's say I only want a part of this music, like the actual beat, the main beat of it. We'll get to the main part, the closest I can get. It's right there. We'll split it. We'll delete the previous. We'll do this right here. So you should get this. If you want to make it into a pretty cool edit, what you can do is we can remove this one because it's about perfectly aligned. It's not perfectly aligned. It's almost perfectly aligned. We'll just expand it just a little bit. And then you should get something like this. There's the beat right there. The second I hear that little beat, it tells me how far I should go. To there. That's how we do the little clips where you can edit it to where you, like you see on those edits where they just transition from one to the other. That's how you do it a little bit. So you should get something like this. We'll cut the sound effects so you just get the music so nothing's interfering with it. Like this. Bingo. That's how you add sound effects, though, or well, not sound effects, but music. That's how you add music. That's how you maintain the size of the video and what it's best for. That is up to you how you want to do that. It's a very long process when you're doing edits and stuff, so it's not the fastest thing to ever do. If you manually do it as I do, I have to manually cut out everything and I manually adjust. Like this, I can manually switch over and manually adjust to the beat, zoom in. So I know where the next beat is. I go off of the drums, the actual main beat itself. As you can tell, I'm not best with instruments or explaining instruments because I don't do instruments. We're going to zoom this in. So you should get something like this when you have something so small. Now, if your videos are too small, you can't add the effects right here because it'll say you're, well, this one won't because it's just long enough, but something like under a second, if it's under a second long, like this, 0.7, it will say your intro effects They used to say that your videos are too short to add effects, but I guess not this time. It's laggy right now, but that's why you have to download it. That's why it's best for laptops, but how I deal with the lag is I get it the best I can. I download it and I edit again to see how good it is. I have to look through the video. I probably download the same video 10 times before I can actually publish it. It's a long process, but if you do it right, it's worth it at the end. I hope this helps you out, man. This is part 2. I'm going to get ready for part 3. Take care. Peace. Oh, wait, wrong button.